Leftover Easter eggs. You know, when I was a kid growing up, we really never dyed the Easter eggs. We always had the candy eggs. And so after Easter, we would always eat our candy. I've wondered what people do with leftover Easter eggs that are the real ones. I don't know. But what this video post is really about is after Easter. What happens after Easter? As I was preparing for Easter services, I was going through each one of the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and I was reading the account of Jesus' death, his burial, and his resurrection. And something jumped out to me in all four of the Gospels. After Jesus died and was resurrected, there was doubt in the minds of the disciples. And it was recorded in all four of the Gospels. I want to read them to you because it's really interesting if you've never seen this before. In Matthew chapter 28, verse 16, it says, "Then the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain where Jesus had told them to go. When they saw him, they worshipped, but some doubted." In Mark chapter 16, later, Jesus appeared to the 11 as they were eating. He rebuked them for their lack of faith and their stubborn refusal to believe those who had seen him after he had risen. In Luke chapter 24, again, Jesus is appearing to his disciples after his resurrection. He appeared to them, and they were startled and frightened, thinking they saw a ghost. And he said to them, "Why are you troubled? And why did doubts rise in your mind? Look in my hands and my feet. It is I myself." Down in verse 41, and while they still did not believe because of joy and amazement, he asked them, "Do you have anything here to eat?" And lastly, in John chapter 20, this is where some of you, if you've ever heard the phrase a doubting Thomas, this is where that comes from. Jesus appeared to Thomas, and Thomas said to the disciples, "Unless I see the nail marks in his hands and put my finger where the nails were and put my hand into his side, I will not believe it." Jesus obviously is there, and he allows Thomas to do exactly what Thomas says to prove to him and to subside the doubts that were in his mind. And in verse 29, Jesus says, "Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." That's what happened with the disciples after Jesus resurrected. Well, today I'm actually sitting in my church. I'm on the platform. Right here is where our senior pastor preached the Easter message. Easter has come and gone. And so I'm just wondering, and I ask you and I ask myself, what doubts do we have in our minds? Are we doubting the love of Christ? Are we doubting a word that he gave us on Easter as we heard that message? Can I encourage you that doubting does not belong in the mind of a believer? So I just hope that you are blessed today, and that even though Easter has gone, he hasn't. He's still with us. And if you believe in him, he's in your heart, and he always will be. So there's your after Easter thought. And I don't know what you do with the Easter eggs after Easter. Have a great day.